As you can see, I'm out here grinding, getting to the money. Whole lot of snow out here. But yeah, I'm doing what most men are afraid to do and what women in general don't do at all. I watched the V. Simone segment where she was going in on the women who are clowning regular guys and shit like that. Now last summer, I defended her when she said she didn't date 9 to 5 guys and that she needed guys on her level. And to this point, I still agree with that. But V. Simone, you are not the right woman to come out of your mouth and say that these other women need to stop placing shame on regular guys such as myself when you don't even entertain regular guys yourself. See, what you're doing is you're trying to establish damage control because you caught a lot of backlash from that statement you made back in June. Now that we're in February and pretty much the majority of the country is dealing with unseasonable like cold temperatures and snow and all that stuff, now y'all want to try to give us regular men the credit. No, we're not putting up with it. We're not going to tolerate you women out here want to shit on us regular guys simply because you can't get these high value men. Shout out to the homie Kevin Samuels for bringing this up. Even though he places his emphasis on high value men, he said it himself on his show that he will never downgrade and look down on regular working guys, blue collar guys such as myself. Because contrary to popular belief, blue collar guys is what make this society function. You don't get your lights turned on without a blue collar guy, without an electrician. You don't get your pipes fixed and your water fixed and stuff like that without a plumber. You don't get your lights fixed without a guy that got to go in there and fix them lights. You don't get show snuggled out without a guy such as a maintenance guy, which I do for a living. You don't get none of this done without guys such as myself that use our hands and we match up and we tire ourselves out physically by ensuring that we provide some type of comfort for people at large. Many of you women got this whole high value thing all messed up. And what I'm starting to learn is that the majority of you women don't give two damns about men at large. The only thing you care about is a man's money. A man's money alone don't make him a man. Yeah, true enough, a brother gotta be focused on his paper, but he has to be focused on his paper to make the best life suitable for him to live. Now, if he has a woman in his life, of course he knows that he gotta have his money right in order to have a woman available in his life. But when you stay focused on your grind and your paper and your mission as a man, you're doing it to make make life best possible and suitable for yourself. You're not doing it for no woman. You're not doing it for your parents. You're not doing it for leeches. You're doing it to enhance your lifestyle. And contrary to popular belief, it's a lot of blue collar guys that actually make a lot of money. My homie C. Priest, for example, he's an electrician, owns his own company. He's married with 2 children, and he goes on trips and vacations with his family all the time. And that brother making paper. My big homie, Odyssey, who put me on to the hip-hop poetry game about a decade ago. His brother is into carpentry. He's into house remodeling. He goes in there, sees how messed up your house is, and he goes and fixes it up. He's providing for his family. He goes on trips with his wife. He's providing for his children. My cousin, Bo, he got his own auto detail services. If your car looking real fucked up, he goes in there and fully details your car as if it was brand new, as if you just bought it off the lot. These are blue collar men using their hands, using their wit, their intelligence, and they getting it, man. So how dare y'all out here, trying to shit on blue collar workers? I have a degree in a white collar job, and look what I'm doing, maintenance. I use my hands. I've been doing this since I was a youngin' in the military. So this whole shitting on the blue collar worker simply because you're looking at his money, that's bullshit. And I wish many of you people, men as well as women, would stop looking at a regular guy and look at him as if he's beneath you or as if he's nothing, simply because he's an average regular guy. There's a whole lot of average guys that marry women more than these so-called high value guys. stop downplaying these regular guys. These guys out here who work in these jobs, man. Because contrary to popular belief, I have a career. I don't have a job. I can retire in 20 years with all of my papers before the age of 60. And I'm out here getting it out the mud. So watch your mouth before you try to downplay guys who got to get out here and deal with harsh conditions, who basically have to put their lives on the line to provide some type of stability and comfort to society. As you can see, this brother right here, man, he been shoveling snow since about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's going on 11. He making that paper. He making double time. I guarantee you his paycheck gonna look lovely. Just like I'm out here getting up and working 10 hours. Overtime, time and a half. My paycheck gonna be looking lovely. But this is what men do. Men make the sacrifices necessary so that everyone around that man can be able to benefit solely off of his production, his hard work, and his sweat. How dare you disrespect that man? It's men first over here. And we don't hate women, we love women. We just don't tolerate the nonsense that come along with all of y'all foolish ideologies. So watch your mouth before you try to shit on the blue-collar worker. Because the blue-collar worker, if he really wanted to, he can keep your gas, lights, electricity, all that off. But at the end of the day, you're going to depend on him for your basic necessities. Regular working man, continue doing what you're doing. You don't stay stagnant, you continue to elevate and grow. And that's what we all about. And that's what this video entails. And y'all stay warm out there while I continue to get to this work, man. I'm out. Peace and love.
2 sanitation workers were in the right place at the right time. They were just driving during their morning route when they saw the exact vehicle that was reported on an Amber Alert over in this field.
I seen the vehicle, I was like, that's a Nissan, and the color was silver.
During the afternoon hours on Sunday, New Iberia Sheriff received a call from a family member stating that their 10-year-old was missing. Hours later, New Iberia Police and other law enforcement agencies went to neighborhoods searching, with no New Iberia Police Department contacted Louisiana State Police, issuing an Amber Alert for the 10-year-old. And within hours, 2 sanitation workers noticed the vehicle in a field.
I didn't second guess it. I said, for that car to be parked in this location, and it matches the description on the Amber Alert, something is not right.
She went farther, he said, man, I can't go no farther, I gotta back up. And that's what we did. And when we backed up, he's like, man, what you think we should do? I'm like, we're gonna just block the driveway, that way there's no way out. I said, we're gonna just block the driveway, and that's what we did.
The 2 workers called 911, and within minutes, officers arrived.
When they grabbed the little girl out the car, when the cop took the little girl out the car, I'm not exactly sure what she said, but it sounded like she said, I thank y'all. And from there, I just started crying.
Dion Merrick says there is one lesson to be learned.
That I didn't hesitate to go into action, call 911. A lot of people nowadays, they see things, but they're so scared, thinking about what somebody else is going to think about it. But you just have to go with your heart and let God, take the wheel.